Hare Krishna, good evening, and thank you for joining our evening session of the Meditation and Yoga Philosophy Workshop course. Nice to see you again. Today is 16th na session na natin, so it will be our last week. So hindi ka lang umiyak. We'll have um, more workshops, courses online, and hopefully very soon we could meet each other then. And yeah, bago makalimutan, I'll be around QC and Makati tomorrow. So, bago pa mag-class. So, I'll leave early to do some errands. So, if you're around the area, let me know. Hare Krishna and good evening back in Blar. Hello. Hare Krishna. Back in Shara. Hare Krishna. Thank you pala sa mga umatid ng class yesterday morning with Grid Hari Swami Guru Maharaj. Ang ganda rin ng mga realizations niya. Sa ganda ng topic, hippie times, di ba? Hare Krishna, back din Shara. Hello. Back to Dan Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Good evening. Back to Jake. Prabhu Hare Krishna. Back in Joan. Hare Krishna. Yung mga Instagram exchange. Palagi ko exchange ng mga messages. Back in Carly. Hare Krishna. Good evening. Back in Keiko. Hare Krishna. Back in Mara. Hare Krishna. Back in Maui. Hare Krishna. Good evening. Back in Net. Hare Krishna. Good evening. Hello, hello. Back in PY. Hare Krishna. And back to Bean San Prabhu. Hare Krishna. And of course, those who are watching and tuning in mga recordings sa Mahabol. Yeah. Even live or recordings. Same pa rin yun. I will get the benefit as long as I have the sincerity of the practice. So it's not the perfection, it's the sincerity. So you know the drill. We should always be in the mood of request, in the mood of humility. So join me as we recite the invocation mantras. Om Agyanatimirandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesha Sunyabadi Paschatya Satarine Vanchakalpataruvyaschа Kripa Sindhuvya Cha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavevyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And I have to be honest, I was telling a while ago, this week na yung last natin. But I might need one more day, one more night to finish off this course. Kasi I was looking at this keynote. Supposedly, 2 stories or more than 2 tayo ngayon. Pero nakakabitin unless mag-extend tayo tonight. But yeah, ang damihan mo pa bro. Yeah. But I might need either on this Friday or tayo magkakadate sa Monday ng gabi. So, depende. Baka busy kayo eh. Kaya inaalala ko ba wala kayo ng gabi ng Monday. So, I need one more night para at least hindi tayo nagmamadali din sa mga prepared classes. Well, superficially, we are scratching the surface pa lang. We're trying to go deeper and deeper. Pero parang I find it unfair na dadaanan lang natin mabilis yung ibang topics. But yeah, go Monday. Yo, 1 month. Madami. Actually, after this, there will be, nakwento ko na last time yun, yung um, Goodnight Krishna. It will be a discussion on Krishna book and the pastimes of Krishna. So, yung mga activities niya, yung glories niya, yung sweetness niya. Only thing is, I cannot do it 7 to 8. Kasi my next batch ng workshop, yung yoga meditation, yoga philosophy, meditation and yoga philosophy, batch 7. I think it will start March 7. So if you have some friends who wants to join. Pero gabi ko ulit gagawin. So it will not be 7 to 8. So the Goodnight Krishna will be later. The question is kung pwede pa kayo nung mas late na yun. Either 8 or 8:30. So talagang bago matulog, kung magka-settled ka na. So let's see. So okay din yon para walang magpupuyat kasi parang tutulog ka na, hindi mo na kailangan. Para may regulation yung tulog. Hindi lang yung regulation ng pagising. Di ba may alarm tayo for waking up? May alarm din tayo sa pagtulog. And I have to confess, lagi ko nabibreak yun. Daming ginagawa. Laging puyat. So yes, we should start. Kasi ang ganda yung topic natin today. May natitira lang tayong 2 chapters sa Bhagavad Gita. We will discuss that tomorrow evening. So ngayon, we'll go further sa relationships or we call rasa with the Supreme. Relationship with the Supreme. Remember, we're trying to connect. Umpisa pa lang, dami na sa chat box. 12 a.m. Hindi, walang question and answer na yung ano. yung Goodnight Krishna. Para makatulog na lahat. Perfect to end the night. So, medyo ayun yung aim. Yung oras na lang, either 8 o'clock or 8:30. Kasi lang pag 8 o'clock, yung next batch, wala silang question and answer. So, but yeah, remember we are trying to connect to ourselves. Nalaman natin that we are the soul, we're not this body, and we want to know our real identity. Ano uli yung identity natin? Pag ito nakalimutan niyo pa kung ano identity natin. Yeah. The spirit soul is, ano yung dharma ng isang soul? Yan. To serve or become a servant. But we will go deeper on that. To become a servant ay yung normal. Tanong, kanino mo ibibigay yung service attitude mo. This is the language, the love language, service. Spiritual love language. So we should always want to be servant of the servant of the servant. So that's in the humble mood. Pwedeng mag-unahan, hindi, servant ako ni Krishna. Tapos the rest, wala ka ng pakialam. So we want, parang ano yun eh, if you're in love, sakto Valentine's, di ba? If you're in love, hindi lang yung isang person yung nililigawan mo. Actually, buong pamilya. Di ba? Decades ago, nanliligaw yung mga lalaki. Pinag-iigib nila, pinagsibak nila ng kahoy, nakakanta na sa labas. Di ba? Kasi, the one way to show yung affection and yung love sa isang tao is love the people that they love. So, a little deeper yon, mas selfless yon. Does it mean you have to, alam mo yon, makasundo lahat sila? Hindi nangyayari palagi yon. Sana ganun lang, no? Lahat ng ilos, lahat ng magkakasundo, or lahat ng the rest ng angkan. But not all. But of course, yung endeavor, yung respect, yung humility should be there. So just like getting this relationship, connecting with Krishna, we should love His loved ones. So sino yung mga very dear kay Krishna? Yung mga devotees niya. And we will know sino yung mga associates ni Krishna, sino yung mga friends niya, yung parents niya, family members niya, yung lovers niya, Srimati Radharani. We will know this. So lately, we are discussing din sa Bhagavad Gita, isang friend niya, si Arjuna. So today, we will learn much more about yung mga relationships with Krishna. So this is Krishna. It is called Magical Picnic. So, laging tinatanong to, anong ginagawa ng Diyos? Tinatanong na natutulog ba yung Diyos? So, if we don't have that knowledge kung ano yung ginagawa ng Supreme, it's very hard to connect. Di ba nga, pag fan ka ng isang group, artist, musician, di ba sinusundan mo yung life nila? Kaya may show business, di ba? May TMC ba yon, di ba? Sinusundan nila yung mga artista kasi they want to know kung ano yung ginagawa nila sa buhay nila. So parang, it's a way to connect. What more pa yung Supreme? It's hard to connect with the Supreme if wala kang idea tungkol dun sa activities niya, sa pastimes niya. So there are different pastimes of the Supreme. And most of it are eternal. Nangyayari yon now sa different universes. So that's why the Bhagavad Gita, the Srimad Bhagavatam, and itong we're trying to meditate upon his pastimes are happening in different universes. So eternal siya. And pag pumunta rin siya dito uli after a day of Lord Brahma, that's millions of years natin, same yung gagawin niya. So we are very fortunate kasi we have this access to know yung pastimes ni Krishna. So this magical picnic, si Krishna is not acting like a king. Naalala nyo, wala siyang four hands, wala siyang weapon. That's his incarnation as Lord Vishnu or Vasudev. Si Krishna, having the two hands, this is his original form. That's his original name. Doon ang galing the rest of incarnations. So anong relationship meron siya? Very close and intimate. This is the friendly relationship. So if you have the Bhagavad Gita, check nyo uli yung sa introduction, yung 5 relationship, yung assignment natin. So first, we have the passive. Passive is not that active relationship. So they might be yung mga personalities just like yung flute ni Krishna. So we have the servant or in own reverence. Naalala niyo si Arjuna natakot kay Krishna nung nakita niyo yung universal form. And most of the practices that we've grown up with is ganito, own reverence. Pero si Krishna, hindi masyado niya favor tong dalawang to. To go deeper or to go beyond, ito yung isang relationship, the friendly relationship with Krishna. So, ginagawa ni Krishna every morning is with his family. Tapos, they're preparing. Kasi, ang activities nila, they're taking care of cows. Kaya tawag kay Krishna Govinda or Gopal. Go is cows and also senses. So, he's the controller of the senses and also the lord of all the cows. He's very pleased with the cows. So, nagkapastol sila ng baka. They're going to a place called the Govardhan Hill. In Vrindavan, that is actually in spiritual world. Pero pag bumaba si Krishna rito, hindi lang siya mag-isa. Sumasama yung lovers niya, yung friends niya. Kasama din yung holy place. So yung Vrindavan, India, andun pa rin hanggang ngayon. And even the mountain, kaso lang hill, may curse kasi yung hill na yon kaya lumiliit siya. So maliit na siya ngayon. So that's Govardhan Hill. Doon napunta palagi si Krishna every day. So every morning, babiyahe sila. They will walk together with the cows. Pero may dala sila mga prasadam, luto ng mga parents nila. So yung parents ni Krishna and parents, may baon siya galing sa parents ni Krishna. And meron ding baon yung mga kalaro niya. Tawag sa kanila gopas or cowherd boyfriends. So, pinagbabaonan din ng mga kalaro niya, yung parents na kalaro niya, si Krishna. O para sa ito para kay Krishna. Then, pagpunta nila dun sa hill, papakainin nila yung mga baka, then they will play palagi. Marami silang laro. So, may mga old, very ancient na mga games talaga. Yung mga wrestling, yung mga swimming, mga ano yun, Vedic sports yun. Sila Krishna, ganun ginagawa nila. I think pati yung chess. And then Pati gambling ng dice. Pero gambling na yun. um, present na yun before pa lang. So si Krishna, after nila maglaro, they will have their lunch. So this time, ito yung ginawa nila. Transcendental picnic or the magical picnic. Bakit magical? From the start ng creation, I don't know if medyo na daanan ko sa classes natin sa Lord Brahma. He's the first created being. I think sa question and answer yon. So si Lord Brahma, ang role niya, siya yung father ng mga demigods. Siya yung pinakalolo natin lahat. As in this material world. So habang nag-magical picnic sila, nakita ni Lord Brahma, sinaserva ng mga kalaro ni Krishna siya, yung mga gopas. Tapos si Krishna, sobrang playful niya. Minsan, isusubo na ng mga gopas yung mga food na, yung mga prasadam doon. Inaagaw ni Krishna, kinakain niya. Or yung mga kalaro ni Krishna, ganun din, inaagaw kay Krishna. That's okay, kasi galing kay Krishna yun. That's prasadam nga eh. That's actually prasadam. That's what we do. We offer even the fruits, diba? And afterwards, and yung honor natin. So nagulat si Lord Brahma, bakit si Krishna ninanakaw din sa mga friends niya? Ito ba yung Supreme Personality of Godhead? That's like yung mga question natin, di ba? Totoo ba? Siya ba yun? Si Lord Brahma got bewildered. But actually, siya palagi yung nahiling kay Krishna. Kasi siya yung lolo, di ba? Na bumabadi sa material world. Siya yung ultimate na healing palagi. Mag-pray palagi. But he got bewildered. Kasi nakita niya, ba't parang ordinary boy lang? Naglalaro sila, tapos si Krishna minsan, pag natalo sa laro, sila yung atchoy. Sasakay yung mga kalaro niya kay Krishna. Pagtalo sila. Sila yung magkapanggap na cow, ganun. Talaga, ito ba yung Supreme? Ba't ganun yung relationship niya sa mga coward boyfriends na to? So, nakita niyo si Lord Brahma ito. Ito yung, what you call this, Vimana niya. Vimana is the spaceship nila. It could travel sa different planets. So, this is Swan. So, ginawa ni Lord Brahma, sinilip niya. Ito si Lord Brahma, 4 yung head. Sinilip niya, ano meron dyan? So, because of his bewilderment, he wanted to play some tricks. And para patunayan, si Krishna ba talaga to? Or mga nagpapanggap lang? So, what he did, habang kumakain yung mga boys, yung cows ato nasa gilid. Nakikita niyo ba? Ginawa ni Lord Brahma, tinago niya yung mga cows. So, nag-worry yung mga gopas. Siyempre, coward boy, alaga nila yun eh. Hindi biro, thousands of cows to mga to. Gano'n kadami yung alaga ni Krishna. Sabi ni Krishna, sige, tuloy niyo lang yung lunch natin. But ako na yung hanap dun sa mga cows. Kasi alam na niya si Lord Brahma yung nag-play ng tricks. So si Krishna, pumunta na dun sa hinanap niya mga cows. Pumunta na siya sa outside ng circle nila. Tapos, napansin niya na wala na rin yung mga playmates niya. Nawala na yung ingay. Nawala na yung mga gupas. Of course, si Krishna yun, he knows. Okay, Lord Brahma is playing tricks on me. He's bewildered and he wants to prove something. So, because of this position, na siya yung oldest sa mga demigods, sometimes they are also become like this. They are bewildered by their power and position. Just like mga leaders, politician. Di ba, minsan delusional na sila dapat. Nag-play God sila. So, lalo-lalo na kapag may ganitong position ka. So, alam mo yung ginawa ni Krishna? He expanded himself. Di ba, pinag-usapan natin if one could expand yung sarili nila. Si Krishna could always do that. And he expanded himself sa mga kalaro niya. Kapareho-pareho. Same na mukha, same ng gestures, same na mannerism. And hindi lang yon, in-expand niya rin yung sarili niya dun sa mga, actually hindi pa cows yun, mga calves pa lang. Baby cows pa lang. Kasi bata pa sila, ayun pala yung alaga nila. In-expand yung sarili niya sa mga calves din. So hindi mo pwedeng limitahan si Krishna. Ba't kailangan niya gawin niya? Siya yun eh. He's all powerful. He can do that. He is what we call Yogeshvara, the greatest mystic, the greatest yogi. So, nag-expand siya. So, si Krishna, tuloy-tuloy yun, naglalaro pa rin, pero siya na yun. Tapos yung mga calves, pagpahapon na, umuwi na sila doon sa Vrindavan. Pero, since pareho sila, may isang difference lang. May luster na baon yung mga gopas na yon saka yung calves. So, yung mga nanay nila, yung cows, yung mga nanay ng mga gopas, sobrang affectionate sila sa mga anak nila. Parang nagbago, may bago. Tapos lagi nila niyayakap, lagi nilang hinalikan. Tapos kinakadal nila. May something. So habang nangyayari to, um, hindi ano siya mabilis lang kasi yung time ni Lord Brahma kakaiba. Moments lang niya tinago yung mga kalaro ni Krishna saka calves. Pero dito, sa earthly plane, 1 year na yon. So araw-araw, ganun nangyayari. Tapos yung cows, sobrang affectionate din nila sa mga calves. Sobrang dami yung milk na binuproduce nila. Tapos yung mga tao, medyo nagkataka sila pero gustong-gusto rin nila kasi very affectionate sila kay Krishna. So nangyari yung 1 year na to. Si Krishna, siya yung mga calves, saka siya rin yung mga gopas. Tapos si Lord Brahma, moment lang doon, pagtingin niya rito, after 1 year na yon, nagkataka siya, teka lang, tinago ko tong mga to pati yung mga kausa, bakit ganun? Pareho pa rin sila pa rin. Tapos pupunta siya doon sa mga clouds kung saan niya tinago yung mga gopas saka yung calves. Natutulog naman sila rito. Tapos pagtingin, ba't nandun sila? So nabibewildered na siya uli. Hindi ko alam kung paano siya lumilingon kasi apat yung head niya eh. Di ba apat yung head ni Lord? Paano siya lumilingon? So, nagkataka na siya. Isipin mo, may apat na head na siya, nabewildered pa siya. Nabewildered pa siya kay Krishna. Then he realized, I committed a great offense. I committed a blunder. I offended Krishna. I even doubted him and also tried to challenge him. So, ang ginawa ni Krishna nung nalaman niyang medyo na-humble na si Lord Brahma, ni-reveal niya yung identity niya. So, yung mga kalaro niya. Diba? Tapos, pinakita niya yung form ni Krishna as Vishnu form. Actually, kung magkatanong ka ng anong itsura natin, may nagtanong ng last time anong itsura natin sa spiritual world, it might be like this. We look like Krishna. Yung original form natin, Vishnu form. Of course, may mga little detail na may difference. If we went to Vaikuntha, so may another level dun sa spiritual world yun. Ito yung Vaikuntha, yung mga itsura natin. So, yung mga kalaro niya. So, si Krishna rin yun. So, nakita ni Lord Brahma, then, of course, natauhan na siya. Na si Krishna lahat to, and He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one could do this. A yogi could only expand himself up to 9 times. Ayun na yung maximum na magagawa niya. Kahit mag-practice ba siya ng mysticism for many lifetimes. Ayun na yung maximum. But Krishna could easily expand himself for millions, billions of expansion. So, ang ginawa ni Lord Brahma, actually, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Si Lord Brahma actually yung naisip niya na, teka lang, ako ngayon nag-pray kay Krishna na bumaba dito eh. Ako yung nag-request sa kanya. Tapos kasama niya yung mga ibang demigods. And si Lord Shiva. This is Bhumi or the Mother Earth. Ang personification niya cow. Kaya holy cow. Siya yun. And the rest of the demigods. Siya yung father of the demigods. Na-realize na, teka lang, ako yung nag-request kay Krishna, ba't ako pa yung nalito? So what happened was, he asked for forgiveness. So, I don't think if magkakaroon ka ng great offense or sin more than kay Lord Brahma. You're gonna play trick on the Supreme. So, pwede mo gawin yun, pero if you are in a position, mas malala, di ba? If yung leader ng society, yung president, yung king, gumawa ng blunder, nagnakaw, mas malala yun kasi nasa position siya. But of course, sad but true, nakakalusot lang sila ngayon. Pero dapat, mas malala yung punishment sa kanila. So, habang mas alam mo, mas nasa position ka, mas mag-iingat ka dapat. So, anong ginawa ni Lord Brahma? He asked for forgiveness. So, Krishna is always, ano mo, all forgiving. Alam naman ni Krishna yung nangyayari, ano yung mangyayari. So, ayan, may chanting bead siya. Si Lord Brahma to. So, yung apat na head niya nag-bow down kay Krishna. So, this shows na si Lord Brahma is under kay Krishna. And Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So, it puts Krishna in the position or is established Krishna's position as the supreme. And Lord Brahma prayed very wonderful prayers, mantras. And actually, yung mga yogis, they are meditating upon these mantras. So may Sanskrit dito then I'll let you read later yung English translations. So this is sobrang daming verses to. This is describing Krishna's form, Krishna's position, Krishna's glories and sweetness. So Vishvara Parama Krishna Sachid Ananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Chintamani Prakarasadma Sukalpa Vriksha Laksha Vriteshu Surabir Abhipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasrashata Sambarama Sevyamanam Govindamadipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Kwanantamaravindalayatakszam Barhavatam Samasitam Buddhasundarangam Kandar Pakotika Maniya Vishesha Shobam Govindamadipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kalasad Banamalyavamsi Ratnang Gadam Pranaya Kelikala Vilasam Shamam Tribanga Lalitam Niyata Prakasham. Everyone. Govindamadipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Anganiya siya sa kalendriya Vritimanti Pashanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sad Ujvala Vigrahasha Govindamadipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Purada Purusham Navayav Vanam Cha Videshu Durlavam Adurlavam Atma Bhaktahav Govindamadipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. So, very few verses lang to. Sobrang dami to. And ganun mag-prayer si Lord Brahma. Sobrang sweet, sobrang melodious. And yeah, every words are just like a song. So I would love for you to read this. Number 1 si Blar, 2 si Keiko, 3 si Vincent, 4 si Maui, si Netsa 5, and 6 lang to si Mariel. So ito yung 1. Go.
Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the supreme Godhead. He was an eternal, blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, and he is the prime cause of all causes.
Next.
I worship Govinda, the primeval lord, the first progenitor, who was tending the cows, yielding all desires in abodes built with spiritual gems, surrounded by millions of purple trees. I was served with great reverence and affection by hundreds of thousands of Lakshmis or gopis.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is seated playing on his flute, with blooming eyes like lotus petals, with head decked with eagle's feather, with a future of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds, like his unique loveliness, charming release of wings.
I worship Govinda, the primeval lord, round whose neck is swinging a garland of flowers beautified with the moon locket, whose two hands are adorned with the fruits and jeweled ornaments, who always revels in pastimes of love, whose graceful threefold bending form of Shamasundara is eternally manifest.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, whose transcendental form is full of bliss, truth, substantiality, and is thus full of most dazzling splendor. Each of the limbs of that transcendental figure possesses in himself the full-fledged functions of all the organs and eternally sees, maintains and manifests the infinite universes, both spiritual and mundane.
I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is inaccessible to the Vedas, but obtainable by pure and alloyed devotion of the soul, who is without a second, who is not subject to decay, is without a beginning, whose form is endless, who is the beginning and the eternal Purusha. Yet, he is a person possessing the beauty of a blooming youth.
Ang ganda ng mga details, no? Um, to think, onti pa lang ito binabasa natin. And that's the source. That's why we want na inline sa disciplic succession. Actually, yung guru, and yung guru niya, hanggang matrace mo hanggang kay Lord Brahma. So, part ng mga nag-describe kay Krishna is nakikita mismo si Krishna. Just like this. And also, of course, si Krishna mismo. So, just like here, Govinda, Go is cows, and he has no origin and the prime cause of all causes. So, eternal, blissful, spiritual body. Di katulad natin, we have material body, di ba? We're not the body, we're the soul. Si Krishna hindi. He's the supreme soul, he's also that body, spiritual body. So, kung ano yung form niya in the spiritual world, ay yung dala niya dito. Origin of all. So, it gives Krishna again, established Krishna's divinity. So, hindi siya tao lang or inimbento lang. Si Lord Brahma na nagsabi nun. First progenitor, sa kanya galing lahat yon. Pero ano yung trip ni Krishna? He's tending the cows. Hindi niya trip maging king. He's tending the cows, yielding all desires in abodes, built with spiritual gems. So here, our roads are made of cement, gravel, sa mga rebars, diba? Or pag medyo social yung bahay mo, meron kang mga marbles, mga mas mahaling mga tiles and marbles. But in the spiritual world, hindi lang ganun. Lahat gems. Yung mga walls nila, hindi nila kailangan ng lights. Kasi kumikinang. Lahat mga valuable gems. Tapos, in the spiritual world, surrounded by purpose tree, kalpa briksha, wish fulfilling trees. Kahit puno ng mangga yun, pwede kang humingi ng mango juice. ng dried mango. Or humingi ng, pag puno ng apple yon, pwede kang humili ng iPhone. Wish fulfilling trees. Actually, the devotees are like this. Kaya yung chant natin, Vancha kalpataru biyascha kripa sindubya evacha. So, kalpataru biyascha. They are wish fulfilling trees. You are wish fulfilling trees. So, if may mga taong maalig sa inyo, then they have desire, automatic na tutupad yung mga wish nila. One way or the other. So, lalo na sa spiritual world. So, always served by reverence, great reverence, by hundreds and thousands of Lakshmis or gopis. So, this is fortune. Yung hinahabol ng mga tao, money. That's actually Krishna's energy, Lakshmi. Kaya ang yogi tawag nila sa money, Lakshmi. So, anong ginagawa ng money? Nag-serve sila kay Krishna. Si Krishna hindi kailangan ng money. Ito yung mga servants niya. So, number 3, he's playing his flute. So, si Krishna, he can call you by the music na galing sa flute niya. Kung papansin niyo sa mga meditation, sa yoga, laging flute, di ba? They're trying to emulate yung energy na in meditation on Krishna. But of course, si Krishna, hindi normal na music yung maririnig mo. He's very spiritual. You'll be captivated. So, ano itsura ni Krishna? Blooming eyes like lotus petal. Tapos siya lang yung may peacock feather. So may makikita kang mga tao naglalagay ng mga peacock feather. So they're playing God. Si Krishna yung nangyari nun kasi siya yung best dancer. Yung greatest sa mga peacock, di ba nakita mo sumasayaw sila? Si Krishna ini-imitate niya yung mga nakipaglaro siya sa mga peacock. Nalaro niya rin, tapos sumasayaw-sayaw siya. Tapos sabi nung leader ng mga peacock, "You're the best dancer ever." Tapos kinuha niya yung isang feather niya, tapos binidek niya dun sa turban ni Krishna. So yung identity ni Krishna, may peacock siya. And also yung mga incarnation ni Krishna, nilalagay ng peacock. So, even the demigods, ayaw nila nun. Gilagay nun. Ayaw nila maging imitator. Ayaw nila maging katulad ng nangyari kay Lord naman. Tinged with hue of blue clouds. Yung color ni Krishna, he's trying to describe, pero very spiritual to. Just like us, very limited lang yung kaya natin makitang color. Di ba may color blind nga? Actually, yung colors na nakikita natin, hindi pa yon. Kahit gumamit ka pa ng Photoshop, may beyond pa doon. Limited yung nakikita natin. Diba? Yung mga nakapag-psychedelic na medyo na-relate nila to kasi ang dami lang nakikita doon parang wala dito. So, lalong-lalo na yung spiritual na colors, diba? So, ito yung mga malalapit sa color ni Krishna. Hue of blue clouds or rain clouds nga daw. So, ito, Kandarpa Kamakot, ano yung verse na yun? Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya. Kandarpa is Cupid. So, kinopy lang siya ng mga Greek gods. Totoong demigod si Cupid. And totoong namamana siya. May 5 arrows si Cupid. Di ko pa nakukwento sa inyo yun, pero mahaba kasi yun. Totoong ginagawa niya yun. And sobrang ganda rin ni Cupid. Hindi siya pwedeng, alam mo yun, yung na-depict ng, siya, baby lang, tapos naka-diaper na gumana. No. Sobrang ganda ni Cupid. Sobrang gandang person niya. Lalaki si Cupid. Sobrang gandang personality niya. And lahat na humaling sa kanya. But, millions of Cupid are also attracted kay Krishna. Gano'ng kaganda si Krishna. Gano'ng kaganda si Cupid, pag pinana ka ng arrow niya, di ba sobrang in love? Sobrang. Di ba pag may partner ka, siya yung pinakagwapo or pinakamaganda sa buong mundo. Tapos pag break na kayo, hindi na pala. Ayaw mo na makita. Pero pag in love sila, di ba parang, So nakita mo yung attraction na yon. Galing pa lang sa araw ni Cupid yon. Wala pa sa kalingkingan ng ganda niya yon, ng gandang person niya. What more pa, bakit na-attract sila kay Krishna? Kaya Krishna means all attractive. For the primeval Lord, round whose neck is swinging a garland of flowers, beautified with the moon locket. So may moon locket siya, tapos may garland of flowers siya palagi. Tapos sa flowers nga niya yun, may mga bees. Yung mga bees na yun intoxicated dun sa mga flowers. And actually, yung mga jewels ni Krishna, mga ornaments niya, hindi nagpapaganda kay Krishna. Si Krishna is all beauty. Siya yung pinakamaganda. Yung mga ornaments na yun, gumaganda kasi nadidikit kay Krishna. Hindi katulad nung sa atin. Gumaganda kasi they wear yung mga jewelries. Baliktad. Yung mga jewelries yung gumaganda. And of course, revels in pastimes of love. So, Tribanga Lalitam. Ito yung form ni Krishna. Bending form. Threefold bending form. Ang graceful, di ba? So, yung may garland. Tapos may moon locket. Tapos pag nagtutulog siya, papatulog na siya, nagpo-play na siya ng flute niya, lahat ng living entities pupunta sa kanya. Or kung sino tatawagin niya doon. Minsan yung mga cows niya, tatawagin niya. Hindi niya kailangan ng text or sisigaw siya. No, flute lang yung katumbas noon. Or minsan yung mga gopis pupunta sa kanya. Gopas, coward boyfriends. Gopis, yung mga girls yon. Ano number na tayo? Yan, Shama Sundar is also darkish rain cloud. Yan yung color niya. Kaya Sham. Kaya maririnig mo ibang Bhakti Yogis. Radhe Radhe Sham. Radhesham, si Radharani, and si Shama Sundar. Another name ni Krishna, kumbaga endearment to. Diba? Sweetheart, babe, diba? Ito mga endearment kay Krishna. Sundar is most beautiful. Kaya Shama Sundar. Yeah, transcendental form of bliss, truth, substantiality, and is thus full of most dazzling splendor. Each limbs ni Krishna is possessed of himself. Hindi siya, yung hands niya magagawa hands lang. He can actually eat using his eyes. Kaya we could offer sa altar. Siya yun eh. Kaya hindi siya material body. Yung organs would function accordingly sa material body, di ba? Kay Krishna, it's different. Ayan nga. Full-fledged function of all organs. And eternally sees, maintains, and manifests the infinite universes. Both spiritual and mundane. Spiritual and material world. Siya lang yung maintain. Siya rin yung nag-create, siya yung nagdi-destroy. Inaccessible to the Vedas. Even, magbasa ka ng maraming Vedas. But without the unalloyed, walang... So, alloy is mixture of metals. Di ba? Parang gumaan. Di ba? Kung mahilig ka mag-bike or any metal, di ba? Alloy. Unalloyed, very, very pure. Yung love nila kay Krishna. That's the only time that you could get Krishna. Not with all the yoga postures, mystic powers, or just knowing the Vedas. But kailangan mo yung love. Kaya bhakti. Who is without a second, who is not subject to decay. So si Krishna, hindi siya mag-grow old. Ayan, eternal Purusha, the enjoyer. Purusha is enjoyer. And we're serving him. Yet he is a person possessing of beauty. Possessing the beauty of blooming youth. He's forever young, just like a 16-year-old boy. So yan. So nakita, ang galing ng mga artists, di ba? Kung ano yung describe sa scriptures, ayun yung pinipaint nila. They're not imagining. Dito imagination. Kaya nga silang tawag sa kanila, mga windows to the spiritual world. And also, these paintings are guided by the gurus and teachers. May mga painting ni Krishna medyo Bollywood style. So, hindi yun yung authentic. So, nakita nyo kung paano yung mga description. Ito yung, yung peacock. Ito. So, that's Krishna. So, parang siyang, ito yung conch. Pagtatawag niya rin yung mga kaos na ibablow niya yan. Actually, fold, bending form siya. So it's very wonderful to know yung form ni Krishna. And very sweet. Kasi, you cannot say you love a person kapag di mo siya kilala ng lubusan. What more kapag hindi mo pa siya nakikita. Hindi mo kilala yung mga kaibigan niya. Diba? I love ko tong taong to. Ano pangalan niya? Or saan siya nakatira? Doon. Diba? Or sino yung mga friends niya? Tapos wala kang alam. Diba? I love God. Tapos wala kang alam tungkol sa kanya. Imagine. Diba? Alam ko lang paparusahan niya ako or dadalhin niya ako sa heaven. Tapos anong mangyayari pag doon ka na? Anong relationship? Ang hirap sagutin. Diba? So here, Krishna is saying all of this, revealing all of this. And just like the Gopas, diba? May mga relationship na ganito. But you can still practice this in our daily lives. Diba? The way you talk to Krishna, you can be friends kay Krishna. Yeah. And Krishna reciprocates. And don't worry. Minsan ma-feel mo pinagkitripan ka ni Krishna sa buhay, diba? Tapos at the end, teka lang. Ibig sabihin lahat ng nangyaring to, for me to be closer sa'yo, Krishna. Ganun pala yung plano mo. After all of these years, na ganun yung mga experiences ko, eto pala yung plot twist mo. Tinanggal niya lahat, cleanse niya lahat ng mga attachments natin, yung mga scenario. Diba? Tapos iba doon masasakit kasi we're too much attached. Tapos, eto pala yung plano mo para mas may connection tayo. Don't worry, ganun si Krishna. And kung, di ba may nanonood ng ayun sila nanonood sila ng Little Krishna. Sino yung origin ng mga prank? Si Krishna yun. Nagtiripan nila yung mga matanda sa mga villages nila. Si Krishna yun. Kasi yun yung relationship eh. Di ba? Ayun yung relationship niya doon sa mga elders. Di ba? Minsan inahabol siya. Tapos, pag nahuli siya ng mga nanay ng mga kalaro niya, hindi siya mapagalitan kasi sobrang sweet niya. Di ba? Dadalhin nila si Krishna doon sa bahay. Hindi ko mapagalitan tong anak mo. Susumukay Yashoda. Kasi pag tumitingin ako sa kanya, lumalambot yung puso ko. Hindi na ako galit. So, may ganong relationship si Krishna. Di ba pag may bata, tuwan-tuwa na tayo paano siya mag-aral magsalita. Di ba? Even pag nadapa siya, cute pa rin. Di ba? Pero, Krishna is different. Sa normal na bata, ganun tayo. Lalo na yung pastime ni Krishna nung bata siya. The sweet baby little Krishna. So, itong mga pastime na to actually. So, hindi lang yun. Minsan pumapatay. Hindi. Madalas pala pumapatay rin siya ng demons. Minsan twice a day. So, ito yung mga pastime dun sa Krishna book. So, yung mga demons na to, it's true. At the same time, it represents yung mga pride natin, yung mga wrong attachments natin. So, may mga meaning yun. So, kasama yun sa Good Night Krishna na malalaman and matutunan natin. So, I just want to emphasize na, yes, one could practice different paths of spirituality. So, nakita niyo yung difference ng own reverence or may superpowers ka. May mysticism na pinapractice ka for many years. Diba? Kaya kong bigyan ng energy yung prutas tas di siya mabubulok. Or kaya kong bigyan ng energy yung bulb tas di siya mababasag. Yeah, it's a good show. Pero anong connection niya kay Krishna? Nagets niyo yung difference. Pero nakakaligaw yon. Marami nagka-practice ng ganito. Napupunta dun sa part ng mysticism. Ng energy, controlling the energy, di ba? Yeah, you can use the energy to heal. Well, that's still material energy. Still, hindi pa siya spiritual. Unless you will connect that to Krishna. You will connect everything to Krishna. Connection pa lang kay Krishna yon, hindi pa service. Hindi pa ganitong relationship. So, we're going beyond. Kaya siya elevator of bhakti. We don't know. Maybe we practiced all of this mysticism in the previous lives. Tapos nagsawa ka rin. Actually, ganun yung mga stories sa Srimad Bhagavatam, yung mga morning discussion natin. Sino yung mga nag-practice ng Even si Lord Shiva. He's one of the greatest mystic. Siya nga yung origin ng yoga asanas, di ba? Pero anong trip niya? Gusto niya, he wants to always see Krishna. So, dinadalaw niya si Krishna. May mga pastime siyang ginagawa para makita niya si baby Krishna. Even nung si Krishna teenager na, kasayaw na ni Krishna yung mga, wala si Milka, ayun si Milka. May nagtanong last time, di ba? Kasayaw ni Krishna yung mga girlfriends niya. Tapos hindi pa din mga lalaki doon, si Krishna yun. He expands himself, tapos kasayaw niya lahat ng mga gopis. Di-discuss natin yun sa Wednesday. Ginawa ni Lord Shiva, kailangan niya mag-perform ng austerity para magkaroon siya ng body ng a woman, para maka-join siya sa ganon. So, may form si Shiva na gano'n. May temple na si Shiva is a woman para ma-perform, makasama si Krishna. So, everyone is attracted to Krishna. Even all the demigods. So, tayo pa, di ba? We're attracted kay Krishna in different form. Yung tao nga, attracted sa energy niya, sa money. Diba? But of course, it will not give you that eternal happiness. At energy pa lang niya yun. So, you want to go in a personal relationship kay Krishna. So, this is in the rasa of friendship. Nakita niyo kung gaano ka-sweet si Krishna dun sa mga friends niya. And we might also do some regretful things, just like si Lord Brahma. Si Lord Brahma, nung nag-start yung creation, very humble siya. Nag-pray nga siya kay Krishna eh. Krishna, binibigyan mo ako ng great task. Please give me guidance also para hindi yung ego ko na isipin ko ako yung creator. Ako lang yung sub-creator. By your mercy, andyan yung mga elements, ako lang yung magbibuild. Parang tayo. Di ba, scientists, mag-discover. Pinix-mix mo lang naman yung mga ingredients. Sino yung gumawa ng mga ingredients na yun? Ng H2O, ng air, oxygen. Si Krishna lahat gumawa. Nung tayo nag-mix lang. Parang artist lang, minimix mo lang yung kulay. So, si Lord Brahma ganun din. Pero nabibiktima pa rin siya ng pride. So, we must be careful in our spiritual practice. na hindi siya mapunta yung energy of our practice papunta sa pride na I'm better than others. So we must be, of course, if nagkamali tayo, the best way pa rin is to, just like ginawa ni Lord Mama, ask for forgiveness. And si Krishna is very sweet. He arranged all of this para mas maging okay rin, maging sweet yung relationship din nila. And yung Brahma Samhita, that's yung chinat natin kanina, is one of the greatest mantras and a lot of saintly person are chanting that. Mga yogis. Yung ibang yogi din, chinachant nila to eh. Pero it's good to know, it's great to know the real meaning of these. So, I think we have time. Matagal tayo hindi nag-chant. Get your japa malas. So, ang ganda kasi we are going deeper in our meditation. Diba, we're connecting sa sarili natin. We're connecting to other souls. And now we're connecting kay Krishna. Our meditation should be how Krishna's form, we always pray na Krishna's form will be forever in our minds. Pag nakakita ka ng fruit ngayon, hindi mo na ma-unsee. Makikita mo na palagi si Krishna. Pag nakakita ng feather ng peacock, lagi mo na maalala si Krishna. Or garlands, di ba? So we should always remember Krishna, never forget him. But to always remember him, we must know his form. So chanting his name is non-different. His form, even printed on books, and also pictures, are non-different kay Krishna. So we don't put it on the floor then. So we don't let it go dirty then. Or pasok mo sa CR. Take care of it. Kasi si Krishna na yun. It's in maybe deity form on the metal or in a picture. Si Krishna kagad yun. So we want to realize that his name and his form in these deity forms are non-different. So lagi mong kasama si Krishna. So find your comfortable position. We want to meditate that we are begging kay Krishna na wala yung mga attraction natin sa mga temporary things. We've been spending our time and lives and energy sa mga to, desiring for these things. And you want na madirect lahat yung kay Krishna. Sino makapagbigay nun? Si Krishna din. With sincerity and with deep devotion, let's chant. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Chant from the heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bring back your mind, listen attentively, and chant from the heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. On your last mantras, please meditate deeply and connect to Krishna. Chant from the heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Vitakradhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. If you're finished, you can type once you're eight. Please chant the mantra, Panchatatma mantra. And you can open your camera. Picture muna tayo. The chanting and meditation go deeper and deeper, no? Welcome back to Earth. So, picture muna tayo, everyone. You can open your camera. Oh, lahat naman tapos na, no? Yes, yes. So, yung pacing na medyo mas medium pacing. Sa morning, medyo mas mabilis. But it's up to you. You can chant according sa pacing na mas alert and mas deeply in meditation ka. So, please open your camera. Tapos, picture tayo before we go sa... I don't know kung gusto niyo pa ng question and answer. But yeah. Extra stories, ano. Ayan, yan. Nice to see everyone. Sige, count of 3, everyone. You can offer your pranams and smile sa camera. 1, 2, 3. One more, 1, 2, 3. I'm always humbled and honored to be with your presence. So, iba yung gabi pag meron tayong session, no? Ayan yung ginawa natin today, yung session natin today, parang ganun yung Good Night Krishna. So, the pastime of Krishna, getting to know Him, getting the application din sa life natin. And we're always praying that one could have a good night and a sweet dream and sweet dreams of Radha and Krishna. Thank you very much, Bhaktin Bea, Bhaktin Blar, Bhaktin Shara, Bhaktin Krisha, back to Dan, back to Jake, Bhaktin Joan, Bhaktin Carly, Bhaktin Keiko, back to Kenny, Bhaktin Mara, Bhaktin Maui, Bhaktin Mariel, Bhaktin Net, Bhaktin PY, Bhaktin Aika, si Kevs, back to Kevs, Bhaktin Milka, and back to Vincent. So, if you're down to be added dun sa Braj Bhakti Academy group chat, send me a message. And also yung sa Monk in the Middle podcast. So, dalawang group chat yung next. This is the podcast every morning. And in general, yung community ng Braj Bhakti Academy. So, I don't know. Sige, you can raise your hands here. I'll screen capture para alam ko na. Then, it's either tonight or tomorrow. Raise your hands. Yan, press the icon. Pag ibang icon pinili mo, nawawala siya. Pag raise your hands, nag-stay. Lately ko na natutunan yun. Sige. Yan, nawala yung kay Kenny tuloy. So, raise your hands. If you want to be added, dun sa dalawang group chat to, sa mga kinabito podcast, saka sa Braj Bhakti Academy. So, yan. So, we have... okay, yung iba nandun na. Lahat pala. I'll screen capture. So, yan. I'll add you sa group chat and you will see yung mga devotees doon and yung mga previous na nasa batch and those who are practicing Bhakti. And yung sa umaga would be mostly focused on the Japa session every morning and yung podcasts sa mga announcement. So yeah, if you have to do and perform your duty, still perform this. You don't have to be idle lang kasi inisip mo si Krishna. But you can do your activities while meditating on Krishna. And knowing the purpose, bakit mo ginagawa yung mga yun. That's why Krishna consciousness. So yeah, and if you have some questions and takeaways, please, you can raise your hand. So lower your hands na if wala kayong i-share. If you want to share something, you can raise your hands or remain your hands are raised. Yes, yes. So yes, Dan. Anong Dan yung ilaw sa likod mo?
Oh, that's a candle.
Okay, nagtataka ako baka may naguluto or baka may sumunod doon.
Yeah.
Nag-worry
That's
ako
actually
kanina.
where I place my altar.
Oh. So if you have your altar, send me a picture.
Parang kami nagsunog.
Kinabahan ako kanina. Ano kaya to? Ano kaya to? Yes, you have a question or takeaways.
Yeah. So, like the Hare Krishna mantra, I was curious, because we were talking about the flute, and I'm a person who's into like musical instruments. Like in the morning, I play like Hare Krishna mantra, trying to wake up Krishna, say good morning. And so, like, I want to ask if there's like a transcendental music note, like for the flute, because that's like one thing that I can get into, like in as a another form of service for Krishna.
Mm. Totoo yun. Ang ganda ng question mo. And nasa scriptures yun, there's a transcendental note na piniplay ni Krishna. But you cannot hear it. We cannot hear it here. Unless you are in that deep connection kay Krishna. Habang nagka-chant ka, naririnig mo na yung flute niya. It's not imagine, hindi siya may imagine lang. Bibigay ni Krishna yon. So yes, in the morning, yes, just like the monks and those who are living in temple and others who are practicing their sadhana in their own homes, they play some bhajans. Bhajans is prayers of other saintly people. So sobrang sweet din, parang prayer ni Lord ba na sobrang sweet yung mga prayers nila. And we're meditating on their prayers. We're meditating na maging ganun din yung prayers natin. So we're chanting their prayers. So tuwing morning may ganun din. So it's called Guru Astakam. So it's a glorification first sa Guru before kay Krishna. So you can play that. If you want, I can send the link. Para sa morning. It sets the mood para meron tayong humility na practice. So that's also, you can play that para pagpunta kayo sa temple, you try to stay here overnight and all, then you attend we call it Mangal Arti. So before yung Japa session na umaattend na yun, may program na before that. 4:30 pa lang. So ayun yung mantras na chant. Then of course, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So very important yon yung morning routine. Di ba yung mga successful materially may morning routine sila? What more pa yung spiritual person? Doon nila kinuha yun sa yung mga monk, state of monks. Meditation sa umaga, diba? Yung mga, yung iba exercise sa umaga, yung offering ng mga obeisances, even the Surya Namaskar, diba, sa umaga yun. So yes, we should have our spiritual morning routine. So you can play that while taking care. Ako, dati, play kagad ako ng lectures or classes. Or kapag may memorize akong verses, lalo na pag may mga exams ako. Kasi iba yung power nung morning. Parang 10 times yung gagawin mo doon. Di ba, nakwento ko ba yun? Parang nung nag-board exam kami, yung mga kaklase ko, mag-board exam kami, kaklase ko puyat sila. Para abutan yung gabi na yun. Yung madaling araw pala. Ako, kakagising ko lang. So, mas siyempre, hindi ako nantokin. So, it should be dedicated in our spiritual activities. So, imagine mo, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, ang dami mo na nagawa. So, yes. So, very helpful yon. Tuloy mo yon then. And if you have, like what I said, kung may mga altars kayo or tawag natin sacred space, send me a picture. So, baka may tweak na kailangan tayong gawin or just like for appreciation. Thank you, Dan. Krisha.
Thank you so much. I'll look forward to the note.
Yeah. Ay, send mo remind me para send lang kita ng ng link or ng yung music. MP3 pa ba? MP4? Ano bang? Hindi ko alam yung file. Go, Krisha.
Hi, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. So, I've been trying prashadam. Like, I'll cook food or I'll just offer water. But I'm super confused about what to do before because I Googled it and then it's like you have to read something. Like, there's this
Mantras.
verse you have to say. Yeah. Tapos one time, wala akong Wi-Fi. So, sabi ko lang, hi Krishna, here's water for you. Like, then I just did the Jaya Shri Krishna, like, that I just chanted. I continued it. Is that fine? Like, when you just go for it, like, is there a set rule on what I'm supposed to say and do? Or like, what if I offer it as a friend? Like, yeah. So, I just want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah. First of all, I'm so happy kasi you are trying this. And sobrang importante yung endeavor. Sobrang happy ako kasi not all of, hindi pa kayo nakapunta ng temple and you're trying to do this on your own. May power din yung internet eh. Of course, pag mali yung na-search mo, mayari. Mali yung gagawin mong process. Kasi, there are mantras that could be chanted while offering. So, ito yung meditation. Just like yung magical picnic, di ba? They're offering food kay Krishna. So that's the meditation. Mas importante yung meditation just in comparison to memorizing the verses. Namo Brahmana Divaya ko, di ba yun yung chant nun? It's an offering kay Krishna. So, darating tayo doon. Easy lang. If you want the link, I could send this also. May stages din doon. So, ito yung preparation ng prasadam. One should not taste the prasadam. Yung food na niluluto mo pa lang. Si Krishna dapat yung first na mag-enjoy doon. So, ingat kayo doon sa mga kasama sa bahay. Uy, patikim naman yan, di ba? Pag excited na sila. So, one should not taste the prasadam. So, pag naluto mo na, pag naluto mo na, in-offer mo na kay Krishna, yung portion na in-offer mo kay Krishna, meron siya mga small plate. Mostly gano'n yung mga teacup, di ba? Ayun yung plate ni Krishna, maliit lang, cute lang. Tapos, ibalik mo na yung laman nun dun sa nilutuan mo. Lahat yung prasadam na. So, yung water, pag binalik mo dun sa dispenser, lahat yung prasadam na. You cannot get from that anymore. Kailangan may different kang kuwaan. So, gets niyo yung process, di ba? So, kasi magiging lahat na siya prasadam. Offer mo palagi kay Krishna is not yet prasadam. Nagkataka si Bea. So, nag-gets nyo, naging prasadam na siya. So, you cannot offer kay Krishna yung offer na next day. Diba? So, kuha ulit ng bago. So, ganun din yung mga food. So, the cleanliness should be there. Diba? Pero, after mo nang offer kay Krishna, nakuha mo na yon, then you can taste na. Prasadam na yun eh. Then you can taste na. But of course, kailangan the cleanliness practice should be there. Yung cross-contamination. Hindi pwedeng tikman mo, tas haluin mo. So, hindi pwedeng ganun. So, hiwalay pa rin palagi. May serving spoon talaga. So, the practice of cleanliness. So, then, makinalaman mo kulang salt, kulang ng pepper. Then, you can edit. Parang Photoshop. You can edit it. Or, meron kang that's the rice, diba? May rice ka na prasadam na nasa ref. You can mix it up. Gawin mo ng fried rice. So, kasi kahapon prasadam na yun. Then, you can mix it up. So, nagets niyo yung process. So, yes, there are plant-based food that are spices that are not offerable kay Krishna. Na-mention ko na yung onion and garlic. So, it's not offerable kay Krishna. Yung iba, parang may spices silang inahalo na may onion garlic. After na maging prasadam yun. So, yung mga, hindi kailangan na todo strict ka kagad tapos you cannot maintain it. Unless talaga magaling ka na magluto. Ano mo yun? So, ganun yung mga bagay. Even mushroom pala. Mushroom dance. So, if you want to add mushroom, after mo nalutuin, doon mo na ihalo yung mushroom. Mushroom is, nasa ano yan eh. Di-discuss natin tomorrow, is in the mode of ignorance na food. Fungi nga siya, di ba? Tumutubo sa mga dark places and all. So, pag kain ka dun sa samgyeopsal, di ba, puro mushroom yun sa vegan samgyeopsal. Puro mushroom yun. Pag puro mushroom kinain mo, kaya sa mushroom burger, may different effect. May different consciousness ibibigay sa'yo. So, may mga food na grounding, yung mga root crops. If you're in anxiety, nag-worry ka palagi. Mga root crops ka na food. Mas grounded ka. Pag mga airy na food. So, Ayurveda naman yun. So, yeah, that's prasadam. So, may mga strict processes, but you don't have to go straight. Water, fruits, di ba? Hindi mo kailangan pa ng special utensils kasi you don't want, the ideal you don't want na ilutuan ng meat, lulutuan mo para kay Krishna. Si Krishna yun eh. Ganun nilulutuan mo. So, even yung plate ni Krishna, you should have a different sponge for it pag i-wash mo. Hindi siya pwede yung kakainin. So, ideal to. Ideal na situation. Yung iba, ito na yung mga, pag may kasama ka sa bahay na they're not aware of this. After na magluto, habang walang nakatingin, na-offer na niya na sa tahimik lang. Habang nandun, importante yung meditation. If you're feeding it kay Krishna, so you're offer kay Krishna. Kahit mabilis lang, usually dapat 15 minutes. Pero ang situation may mga tao. Go. Just like us, yung mga monks. Travel kami, may mga prutas. So, offer mo na lahat kay Krishna. Tapos may meditate yung mga monks. So, lahat ng bumili doon, prasadam na yung kakainin nila. Diba? Special trick yun. So, parang ganon. Pero you cannot just justify everything, diba? Minsan nasa mall ka ba, sa grocery ka, may offer mo na lahat to. Diba? So, ayun yung idea. Always honor prasadam. If not naman, at least, hindi mo ma-offer kay Krishna, hindi offerable naman. At least in the meditative state ka. Mantras, chant first in Jai Shri Krishna sa yung Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That's fine for now. Then may other addition to mantras na. Take it easy. Slowly but surely. Tapos, madali na naman yun once matuloy-tuloy natin. And I'm happy. Just do it. Di ba? Cut fruit for Krishna. Diba? Kung fruits, di ba, hindi mo nalutuin, balatan mo naman yung apple. Or, offer mo na magawa ka ng plate para kay Krishna. Balatan mo naman yung banana. Para kay Krishna. Ano mo yun? With love and devotion. So, in love and devotion, lalabas din siya sa act natin. Sa execution natin. Paglinis ng altar, di ba? Pag-decorate ng altar. Yung effort sa pagkuha ng flower, kalachuchi, or sampagita, di ba? So, don't smell din bago mo offer kay Krishna. Pero pag nakuha mo na siya, usually morning or buong araw, you get the flower, you can smell it. Tapos paamoy mo sa'yo. So, scented or yung mga may mababangong bulaklak, yun offer kay Krishna. Yung mga favorite niya, kalachuchi or champaka. Favorite ni Krishna yun. Hopefully, nasagot ko, Krishna, yung yan. So, send me yung link na binabasa mo or ano. Let's see. Yes, Dan, Prabhu.
Yeah. So I have a question related siya to the food in prasadam. What makes it not offerable to Krishna? Is it actually about the pranic energy of the food? Or is it parang yung taste niya and what it does to us? Like garlic and onions.
Yan. Ang gandang question din yon. Ano yung offerable kay Krishna? First, offerable kay Krishna kung ano yung gusto niya. We love a person according to their, alam mo yun, yung mga desires nila. Like yung gifts. The best gift is tanong mo ng gusto niya. Or kung kilala mo na, kung gusto mo element of surprise, kilala mo siya, ano yung magagamit niya, di ba? So same thing, ano yung gusto ni Krishna? And sinabi niya yun, if one offers me leaf, flower, fruit, or water, with love and devotion, I will accept it. So, hindi niya gusto yung meat. Of course, it's another, gusto nga niya yung mga cows, di ba? Hindi pwede mag-offer sa kanya ng beef na burger na may, gusto nga niya yun eh, di ba? Bad trip siya sa'yo. Diba? Of course, yung mga sattvic food, mode of goodness food. So, ayan yun. And it's beneficial for us as well. So, yeah, yung iba naman, you cannot be strict on like mushrooms. Diba? It gives a lot of taste kung magluluto for family. Para at least makapag-prasadam sila. After magluto, doon halo mo yung mushroom powder. Yung mga ano yun, mushroom powder, mga nagpapasarap dun sa mga vegetarian. Ay, yung pag mga restaurant, may mga ganun palagi. Vegetarian restaurants. Yung iba walang onion and garlic, pero may mushroom powder. Mas masarap yun kaysa sa ano. I think yung MSG, yung betchin, vegan yun eh. Ewan ko lang kung healthy Debatable daw yun, di ba? Kung healthy yan. Pero di ba? Or yung mga nori, yung mga seaweeds. So, mga ganun. So, perfect science and art ng uses ng spices. So, if makita natin, malaman natin yung mga hindi offerable, actually, mas mag-open yung consciousness natin in looking into different kinds of spices, vegetables na pwede mo lutuin. Just like, pag nawala na yung nag-offer ng pag nawala na yung beef, chicken, fish, poultry dun sa pagluluto mo, yung Filipino food dun lang umiikot, di ba? Paano luto dito. Pag nawala yun, parang pumasok sa another door na mas maraming options pala. So, mas maraming magagawa. Paano mo lulutuin yung puso ng saging na gagawin mong burger patty na sobrang sarap. Di ba? Or gagawa ng ampalaya chips or simpleng, 'di ba? Ano man masarap sa sinigang, 'di ba? Yung vegetable naman saka yung 'di ba? Yung nilagyan nila ng taro or nilagyan nila ng pampaasim. Puro vegetable naman yun eh. Hindi naman yung meat yung nagpapasarap doon eh. 'Di ba? Kare-kare, same, 'di ba? Paano ka gagawa ng vegetarian or vegan bagoong gamit yung black beans? So, marami yun. So, yeah. Meron tayong mga, hopefully, pwede nyo pagtyagaan if trip nyo dun sa Monk in the Middle podcast, Monk in the Middle YouTube. Naka-upload dun yung prasadam, prasadam playlist. So, last year yata, nagawa kami ng prasadam course. So, may May cooking demo. Yung mga teachers nagtuturo doon. Then may mga bagong videos tayong na-edit. It will be released sa website. And yeah, soon, gagawa tayo ng cooking demo live dito. Pupunta kayo. So yes, ganun yung mga food na offerable kay Krishna. Yung gusto niya. So, anymore, magbabasa nga ako ng mga usapang food na nung gutom na kayo. Ano?
Oh no, it's sattvic food, right?
Yeah, mode of
Sattvic.
goodness food, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, minsan pwede ka pa rin gumamit ng mga vinegar. Yung mga, papag-usapan natin bukas yun, yung mga fermented food, ano kind of mode siya na food. Mga passionate food, diba? Sobrang anghang, sobrang salty, mga passionate food. Diba? So, yung mood din natin passionate. Yung onion and garlic, passionate and ignorance yung nabibigay niya. Diba? Medyo sabaw. Sabaw ka mag-isip. Or lethargic ka pagtapos. Alam mo yung food coma. Diba? Lalo na pag meat, pag na-impacho ka sa pagkain na meat, diba? Wala ka nang, hindi lang makakapag-function. Except when you were young. You were young. Malakas pa yung digestion. Pero pag nasa 30s, 40s, 50s na, iba na yun. Yan, mga pungent vegetables. Yan. So, si Kenny may questions about Krishna's wives, girlfriends, yung gopis. Papag-usapan natin to sa either Wednesday or Thursday. So, yung relationship as a lover. So, hold your horses. Why is spicy allowed but not pungent vegetables? Spicy, depende sa amount. Paano magagamit yung spices. It could help sa digestion mo. Yung iba dahil doon sa environment, kailangan nila yung spices, yung spicy or hot. Ito yung mali nung ibang tao, spicy. Akala nila hot siya. So ano siya? Maraming spices. So yung hot food, depende. Sa South India, pag napunta ako doon, so ganun yung mga food nila, hot food. So lagi akong bumabalik yung matagal ko ng ulcer dahil doon. Nasa-challenge yung tiyan ko. Pati yung salad nila may sili. Tapos nagugulat ako pag kumakain kami doon. Yung mga mukha, ba't nagkitira sila ng kanin? Tapos ubos na yun nasa plate nila. Ngayon pala afterwards, mag-serve sila ng yogurt. So magiging yogurt rice. It will cool down. I'm craving kare-kare to. So yes. Yung food, ito yung food yoga. So you don't have to suppress your taste buds in the practice of bhakti. Hindi mo gugutumin si Krishna. Kapag luto mo nga siya na masasarap, magkaka-standard ka sa food. Diba tayo, pag Pinoy, diba, fried saka rice okay na. Tapos konting ketchup, konting to. So, makikita mo, tataas yung standard mo sa food kasi you're offering it kay Krishna. And makikita mo rin magiging aware ka din sa health mo. Kare-kare, no? Nagluto kami ng kare-kare sa ibang bansa. Peanut sauce. Nawiwirdoan sila kasi matamis yung ulam. Pero masarap. Pero gugustuhan nila sa mga ibang monks, gustong-gusto nila yung sinigang. So yan, yung mga gutom na dyan. So yes, we will learn all this. Even yung mga ibang details, may mode of goodness, passion, saka ignorance na food, the way of thinking, the way of understanding, the way of charity, diba, yung gifts and charity. So we will learn that. So it's actually finding the sweet spot in our daily lives. Paano ma-apply si Krishna consciousness doon? Hindi yung wala ka lang naisip, hindi ka na kung nasa creatives ka or nasa corporate ka, wala ka naisip kundi Krishna lang, wala ka masabi doon sa group meeting nyo. So you have to be practical, diba? How to use your talent, your skills. Parang si Arjuna pa rin. Kailangan niya pumana, kailangan niyang laban sa war. Pero yung conscious niya, Krishna conscious. And yes, thank you very much yan. Yung mga iba. Yan. So can you remind me of your question or baka mag-discuss natin yan? Our ulam is kare-kareng gulay. Yeah. So even the bagoong, I think that's black beans. You can use alternative ng onion and garlic is hing or asafoetida. Okay. So ang ganda ngayon sa internet lahat yun sa Shopee. Lahat yung makukuha mo. Dati, kailangan mo dumayan ng... Either maghahanap ka sa lugar mo kung sa province ka, maghahanap ka ng mga Indian na mga temple, Hindu temple. Kasi baka may mga grocery or spices store sila. Or punta ka sa UN. Ngayon, hindi na. So, alam mo yung ingredients ng black beans. You can buy yung mga nakapack or nasa lata, nakasalted na siya. Kasi pag bumili ka ng dried black beans, matagal mo siya papalambutan, ibababad and papakuluan. So you can buy that, blend it, tapos you can cook it with hing or asafoetida. So that's the alternative sa onion garlic. Then you can add fenugreek. So sobrang sarap ng fenugreek. Tapos sugar. Then yeah, bagoong na yan. You can add also nori. So yun yung mga yung mga formula ng mga ingredients sa mga vegetarian restaurants. So here we have cooks ng mga vegan vegetarian cooks natin. Kanina Chinese yung lunch namin kasi birthday ni Lalita. Yung Chinese devotee dito. So yes. Yeah, you can find may list ako noon. I have to find it. If you want, just remind me. Hanapin ko doon sa isang group chat namin. Deliver to QC, yes. Actually, may mga devotees that have, you can order from them prasadam. So, it's a business and also distributing ng prasadam. Or if I'm traveling, tas wala akong baon, they're sending me food then prasadam din. So yeah, that's the idea. You can do our best para prasadam yung honor natin or kakainin natin. But if hindi naman, at least, we're on the sattvic food or we are on the, plant-based food. So, you don't have to pressure yourself. Tapos, ang hirap i-maintain, tapos mawala ka ng gana. It's not all or nothing. So, the way kung paano ka mapagsimula. We're talking about the ideal, kung paano yung process, diba? But you have to gauge ano yung kaya mo ngayon. So, paano mo ma-continue? So, the only thing na hindi mo pwedeng ibaba yung standard is your chanting. The rest, kung hindi mo pa ma-follow, okay lang. Don't be pressured. No one will judge you. Pero yung we're requesting na hindi mo pwedeng ibaba yung standard, which is very easy, is chanting. Kasi you just have to make time for yourself. Hindi lang easy yung mind. Pero, alam mo yun, yung requirement, may Japamala, or pag wala kang Japamala na iwanan mo, use your phone. Download an app na tinatawag na counter. Alam mo yung mga pang-guard sa mall? Counter. Pag pupunta kami sa China, communist country, we cannot wear this. So, may mga ganun kami counter sa phone. Doon kami nika-chant. Hindi namin dala yung beads. Kasi ayaw ng government. So, pag may nandun ka nasa pila ka, nasa bangko ka. Ang sarap ngayon kasi naka-mask eh. Hindi nakikita na tao na bumubulong-bulong ka. So, I can chant lalo everywhere. Pag wala yung beads mo, you can chant dun by using the phone. Or you can have your bead bag. If wala pang bead bag, you can order one, tapos pwede kang gumawa ng sarili mong bead bag. At least meron ka ng form ng bead bag. So, it will help you kasi it will help you kasi you can use it. Tapos nakalabas na yung finger. Tapos may counter. Who sells? May mga devotees na nag-sell online. I think yung temple, meron sila. May stock pa sila. Yan, si Vincent meron siya. So, galing India yan, I believe. Tapos, you can make your own. Sa akin, very, very plain honest na. You can, diba? Pwede mo iterno sa damit mo. Si Jinky, yung yung devotee from previous batch. Diba? Ganda lang mga bead bag niya. Yeah. I've been asking you, talaga. Yeah, meron sa, meron ako dito eh. Sagit lang. Well, like this is coming from India din, doon sa gift shop. So, parang ito. Parang syempre may Indian. So, this is Tulasi Maharani. It's a holy basil, holy plant. So, pag may holy basil ka na alaga, hindi siya kinakain na, it's holy basil. Devotee siya ni Krishna. Iba pa yung basil na kinakain. This is tulasi. So yeah, may ganito. Tapos yung iba, they'll get this, and then make their own. Dali lang. Hindi ko lang, alam ko may ganun sila. May nakapost, if you want, um, add nyo sa Facebook si Ananda Radha, Devidasi. Siya yung nagka-post ng item sa gift shop. Tapos mostly, ayaw nga, no, pupunta ako sa Manila, hindi ko madala yung ibang order. Mostly pag napunta ako sa city, I'm bringing yung mga orders nila. So, andun yung mga saris, gopi dress, yung mga suot ng... Mag-enjoy kayo. If you're a matager, pag babae ka, mag-enjoy ka mag-shopping. Pag lalaki, simple lang. Of course, sa amin lalo. Pero yung iba hindi. May mga magaganda silang kurta. No? Yung babae, ang dami. Pati nose ring, anklet. Di ba? Uh, hindi ka na mag-ano. Hindi ka na tatambay kay Shopee. So, yeah, yung ibang yogis, ganun trip na na. Order sila ng order doon. So, wag kayong mag-alala pag mag-India tayo next time. Dani ko kayo doon sa Loy Bazaar. Center ng ganito ka no. Spiritual shopping nga daw. So, yes, feedback. Remind me, Keiko. I'm sorry. You've been asking me pala sa bait. Oo nga, kasi you're doing Japa Walk. I could bring this tomorrow if you want this design. Yeah. I think I need to get one pa kasi may isa pang tulsi, tulasi. No, don't make it a tea. Si Mariel, don't make tulasi na tea. Kasi usually they crush yung tulsi pag umorder ka na sa tea. You offer it kay Krishna. Usually, sa prasadam, the standard is you offer a leaf kasama ng food. So, mas gusto ni Krishna yun. Then, if you need to take yung leaf ng tea, bawal mo siya lutuin, just take it. Parang gamot, bawal mo kagatin. Then you get the same benefit kesa gawin mong tea. But the other basil, okay lang. Naglag ba ako? yung internet ko lumalabas hindi siya, yan. Mara, please. Sorry, hindi ko nakita.
Carry lang. Busy ako magpabudol sa'yo. But Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I just have a question about food lang ulit. Because here at home, ako yung nagluluto for my mom also. So, hindi siya parang hindi siya vegetarian or anything. And so I have to cook on two separate occasions. As in, kailangan ko talaga
Extra
or
effort,
whatever. Extra effort talaga, probably. But anyways, is there a recommended sequence, let's say, of how to cook na? Do I cook her food first? Chant, cleanse, meditate, and then cook mine? Or is it the other way around?
Well, that's a very good question kasi maraming sa ganyang situation. You're gonna be attending my classes, tapos kailangan lahat kayo vegetarian na. Sabi ni Rana siya, kaawain nila ako. We cannot force them. So sabi nga na, ang formula nga dyan, if you want to encourage others na magpunta sa diet na yon, kailangan gumaling kang or sumarap yung luto mo. First of all, that's skills and talent. Secondly, if you offer it kay Krishna with love and devotion, kahit simple lang lutuin mo, different yun, mararamdaman nila yun. So yes, good question. If you could cook first para kay Krishna, that would be better. Kasi if not, then you have to again take a bath, fresh clothes kasi you just touch meat. Tapos magluto para kay Krishna. So unahin mo na si Krishna, then offer. Then, di ba, if you need to cook, then cook yung others. But make sure na at least mapakaya mo sila ng prasadam. Diba? If you have some vegetables, tas they have to eat their own, preference na food. Then at least may prasadam na variants, na ulam for them. So yeah, play your tricks. But yeah, you're in that situation, you're trying your best, Krishna will understand. But if you can improve in the standards, in the right time, diba? So without also force, with gentleness, then it will be better. And Krishna will arrange, diba? With your sincerity, Krishna will arrange things para mapunta ka dun sa situation na ano yung dapat. Diba? Sincerity is much more greater than perfection. Si Krishna bahala dun. So, yeah, with the meditation mo kay Krishna, that's good. And at least you're cooking for your own self. Yeah. If you're not yet, you don't know yet, yeah, we can teach each other or others could guide you. May mentors din ng mga, may kitchen coach din tayo. I can, um, connect you dun sa mga cooks dito. Then they could guide you. Diba? Ano meron sa fridge? Paano ko lutuin to? Diba? Minsan ganun eh, wala sa formula eh. Diba? Wala sa ingredient, wala sa recipe. Kung ano nandyan, ay yung mga magagaling na magluto, yung mga nanay, diba? Punta dun sa ref, ano meron dito? Tapos lutuin na lang ng walang pangalan, pero ang sarap. Or kaya nila gawa ng paraan. So yes, may mga kitchen devotees na ayun yung service nila palagi sa kitchen. They could assist you. So message nyo regarding that. I need your reminders kasi yung secretary ko sobrang hindi nag-work well. Kasi ako yung secretary ko. Yes, Keiko.
Okay, not that I know how to cook, but I have a question. So, since you mentioned for other ingredients, you may add it after. Can you just, for example, you're cooking sinigang with meat, can you just add or like cook the vegetables first and then offer it as a prasadam and then add the meat? I don't know. That's just me being tricky.
Yeah, that's well, if time, places, or circumstances like yung kay Mara, 'di ba? At least saves time, 'di ba? Then hiniwalay mo na yung vegetable, then maghiwalay ka for lalagay mo ng meat tapos dun sa family members kung gano'n talaga yung preference nila. Then you can do that. I remember when my mom was trying to please me kasi nung bata ako, diba, nakwento ko 13, 14 years old, nag-practice na ako nung di pa uso noon. Nag-vegan muna. Vegan muna ako bago makilala yung devotees. So, when I was trying to become vegan, so, activist vegan nga, tas talagang sobrang bata pa. Pero hungry vegan kami, wala akong alam lutuin eh. Talagang junk vegan. So, na-invite nga ako doon sa vegetarian party. Mga monks pala yung, doon ko meet yung mga monks. So yeah, my mom, parang sige, ayaw nila kasi ano naman yung bago ko na naman trip, tas ang bata ko pa noon, tas wala pang idea yung mga tao. May idea sila pero they don't want to. Extra effort sa kanya magluto. So go, okay, walang problema. I'll do it on my own. So nag-aaral lang magluto. Lagi ako lang sa temple trying to learn how to cook that young. Tapos, I'm not cooking everything na pinipare nila. So nagatampol na siya yung mga favorite ko dati. So, well, malambot yung puso ng mga mom. So, nag-aaral siya paano lutuin yung mga vegetables. Paano lutuin yung mga daddy duties. Go, Vincent. So, paano lutuin yung mga magic meat. Dati magic meat pa lang, wala pang beyond. Ang unmeat nun. Diba? Yung mga pang-survive na mga dried meat alternatives. So, marunong siya nun. So, what she does is, even yung use ng spices na walang onion and garlic. So, ganun ginagawa niya. Luto siya, tapos iwalay niya para sa akin. Then she'll cook for the rest of the fam. So, yeah. May effort na ganun. Of course, hindi na naging prasyada mo kasi siya nagluto. I don't know kung tinitikman niya yun. Pero at least, diba, nag-effort siya. So, I think umabot sa time na hindi niya tinitikman tapos I'm offering it. Umabot sa time na ganun. So, yeah. Pero yung kwento na yun, di ba? Ang bilis ko na kwento. Years yun ah. Years gap yun. So, may ganong part, di ba? Pinag-uusapan natin ideal. It's good to know yung goal natin. How to go about, paano man natin mag-get through papunta doon. Progress slowly. Unti-unti. Yung iba parang they remove the red meat. If you can decide on your own, remove, di ba? You're going out, kailangan mag-restaurant. At least, di ba? Cut down yung red meat. Simula mo sa beef. Diba? Kasi gusto ni Krishna yan. Huwag mo na gustuin yan. And hindi rin siya healthy sa'yo, promise. Hindi rin siya healthy sa environment if you love environment, if you love nature. So yun, cut down the beef. Then, of course, unti-unti mo na. Then, well, may choices naman. Yung iba, weekend vegetarian sila. Diba? So at least offer fruits kay Krishna kung wala ka pa sa diet na ganun. So at least you're honoring prasadam. So alam mo yun, there's no hard and fast rules. But you must keep on progressing, improving. Pero again, I will emphasize, yung chanting, hindi mo siya pwedeng ano. Well, sabihin wala kang time. Hindi pwedeng walang time. Posibleng wala kang time. If may social media ka, may time ka. Compared dun sa 10 minutes mo magka-chant. Hopefully, sagot ko yung question mo, Keiko. So, yes. So if you have a chance naman, why not? Diba? Do it. Para kay Krishna. Yeah, meatless Mondays, mga ganon, weekends. If you go, may nasa restaurant kayo, you can order na walang meat and go. At least, hindi mo na siya first choice. Alam mo yon. If may chance, hindi mo na siya first choice. So, I don't know, kaka-discuss or kakausap natin regarding that. Kung mag-enjoy ka pa. I'm very sorry. Tatanggal ko yung mga enjoyment ninyo. So, nawawala siya. Unti-unti, you'll get, with knowledge, you'll, I don't know, what do you call this? You'll have a higher taste eh. Diba? You'll appreciate vegetables, you'll appreciate everything in connection. And yung pakiramdam afterwards, kukompare mo rin yun. Well, you can do that. Vegetarian days, tapos yung hindi vegetarian days. Kukompare mo kung paano ka mag-isip, paano yung consciousness mo. Diba? Ba't irritable ka that day? So, yeah, ganun. So, ano oras na? Ayan. So, please, if you can join the Japa session tomorrow, please do so. Pero meron tayong evening class pa rin. I'll try my best na makauwi before 7. Hopefully, hindi traffic. Pero alis ako na maaga to take care of this. I'm actually looking for some spaces for rent. So, yeah. Sige, kwento ko na sa inyo. We'll be having a Braj Bhakti Lounge or a space sa city. So, may yoga doon. Hindi lang puro ganito. Siyempre, may others na activities too. So, those who are practicing Bhakti could have associations. So, it's an insider news. Please keep it private. But, if you have some leads sa mga spaces for rent, it will be a big help kasi I'll be scouting tomorrow. So, at least, I'll try sa pubs. Pero yung mga malayo dun sa inuman. Nag-scout na ako last time. I'll go sa QC tomorrow sa mga I think Mother Ignacia. I'll try it out there. So, it's a space, parang yoga space. Pero of course, there will be much more focus on may chanting, may meditation, some, classes na regarding some topical topics, may mental health, whatsoever. Then, of course, may days na deep with Bhakti. Yan. Kirtan, of course. Hindi pa rin mawala yung kirtan doon. And, may prasadam. So, I'm looking. So, if you have some leads, please help me. Kailangan ko ng mga study for this para may pagpilian and nasa recording ko na yung sikreto na. So, yung mga nasa recording, yung manonood neto sa recording, sikreto nyo pa rin yon. So, but yeah, if you could help also yung mga leads para to find this. Yeah, face-to-face kirtan. So, maganda, kailangan yun. We need that. And we could experience that. That's all for tonight, my dear ones. Yeah, na-mention ko kanina I will be extending a night for this. So, let me know if you are favorable sa Friday evening. I know busy kayo sa weekends. Or sa Monday evening. Malungkot si Bea kasi may biyahe. Kasi baka sa Friday, nasa Manila rin ako. Nasa city rin ako. I'll be scouting. So, Tuesday and Friday akong nasa city. Monday na lang. Yeah. Nag-worry lang kasi baka may date kayo. Gusto pa ba yun? Gusto pa mag-date ng Valentine's? Monday, may pasok eh. So, ayun ang wino-worry ko. Baka Friday. Kaya may choice kayo Friday. Yeah, date mo si Krishna. Why not? Diba? So, that will be the last day. That will be the everyone will also can speak and also share their takeaways. That will be the last days, of course. Realizations and all. Kayo naman magkasalita, no? So hindi rin ako. And help me decide then 8 o'clock, 8:30, and which days? Monday to Thursday din ba? Or every night? I don't know. I'm okay to commit, but kayo depende rin. Every night. So yeah, hindi pa kasi kasawa sa boses ko.
Sorry, wait. Um, Prabhu,
Mhm.
because sorry, I needed to say this because I do Bhagavad Gita elsewhere, right? And
Mm.
I mentioned to you that I do it every weekend, and I really understand and notice the difference between doing it daily and doing it every weekend.
Mhm.
Super, the amount of realizations and honestly, it helped me build my devotion rather if I do it regularly, like every day. Because I feel like I'm not alone chatting in the morning at 5:30 in the morning. I am not because I feel like it's, yeah, every day. Please.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a good suggestion. We'll consider that. Actually, that's the idea. It's the sadhana and the
Mm,
sangha,
yeah.
the
Community.
association. It's easier to face the world if you have, your spiritual squad na they have your back, 'di ba? And they will check on you kapag medyo nahihirapan din tayo. So, it's hard to really find genuine friends, 'di ba? Lalo nang kakaiba ka mag-isip. Kakaiba ka mag-isip. 'Di ba? You're into this spirituality. Tapos lagi kami kausap na monk. 'Di ba? Na akala mo tanggapin na weird ka. Tapos may weird kang kausap palagi. Lagi ka nakikinig sa boses ko. Weird ka. But yeah, it's good. It's easier to face the world. In their eyes, we're weird. In our eyes, they're weird. So that's the material world. Yeah, usually I'm thinking of Monday to Thursday kasi at least weekends um, I could stay up late pag nasa labas ako. That's also the meditation, but it will be later at night. 8 o'clock. Parang ganito. Ganun din naman. Tapos din tayo ng late eh. It's either 30 or 45 minutes. 8:30 to 9:15. Mostly magiging ganun. Ganun yung nakikita ko. I just don't know your availability. Hopefully. I'll let you know. Meron akong gagawing maybe a form that you could um, answer. Survey, poll. And also may form din pala para dun sa mga mentor or mentees. Hindi ko pala papasa inyo. Remind nyo nga ako, yung secretary ko kasi. Ang dami ko nang ginagamit ng mga app to remind me, That's life. Spirituality means you're not gonna be idle. Actually, much more movement and work. Kasi you want to serve. You want to engage. So that's spirituality. So thank you very much. I won't hold you long. I'll see you tomorrow morning if you're attending. And tomorrow night as well. Yeah. Sa yung candle niya. No? Sabi nga daw in the scriptures, you don't leave fire and depth. May isa pa nakalimutan ko eh. Or leaking water. You don't leave them alone. Diba nagluluto ka tapos may gagawin ka, don't do that kasi it can cause fire. Pati depth. Kasi pag yung utang mo, hindi mo nabayaran this life, babalik ka pa next life. Para bayaran yun. So malaging ganun. Or pag maswerte ka, marami ka pinautang last life. Dumadating sa yung pera palagi ngayon. Ayun yung karma mo. Binabayaran nila ngayon this life. So, hindi mo matakasan yun. So, yan, pati fire daw. Ganun yung fire. So, we will learn, actually, we're learning a lot from the scriptures. Diba? Ang dami. In our daily lives. So, even yung mga morning session natin. So, good night, everyone. You know the drill. Dream of Krishna. Meditate on Krishna before you go to sleep. Say your gratitude and prayers and meditation. Hare Krishna, everyone. Good night. See Keiko, Bea, Mara, Krisha, Shara, Meryl, Dan, Carly, Kenny, PY, and Aika and Kevs. I'm starting yung IG stories. So, I hope pag may mga question kayo, wala akong maisip ng mga topics. Maglagay kayo din ng mga questions niya. Effort yun. Ang hirap mag-edit. Hirap mag-tiktokerist. But yeah, you could participate there para may mga I should know the mga contents. Good night, Haribol. If you don't know Haribol is Hari is Krishna's name and Bolo is chant. So chant Krishna's name. Haribol, everyone.